Good morning. How are you today? Today it's beautiful here. Temperature, everything. Um, well, we're really close to the election, and we still see strains of racism, even as Trump claims he's the best possible president for persons of color. And Jared Kushner leads the charge in another direction. He basically says that, you blacks, you'd do well if you just wanted to be successful. This from a trust fund baby with a silver spoon in his mouth. And I saw one congressperson joke he took the spoon out of his mouth so he could put his foot in it. But I think he really believes this. And it's an example of white privilege to think that the same rules in America apply to you. If you started back in the pack financially, your parents couldn't afford certain things, may have been separated for a variety of reasons because of illnesses that afflict persons of color and in socioeconomic backgrounds worse than others. And I came from a neighborhood in the South Bronx, and it wasn't a melting pot, but we were all together. There were the Irish, there were Jews, there were persons of color, blacks, everybody. And I don't know, somehow I guess we got along. We were kids, we weren't adults. Many years later, Jesse Jackson helped me win a primary running for Congress. And then he ran for president, and he ran into me one day at the press club, and he asked me what was I doing for his campaign. I said, nobody asked me. So he asked me to be the co-chair of the entire state of Virginia in his campaign. And I said, so you want me to be a narrow band of the Rainbow Coalition? Well, that's the problem. And he, by the way, he won the state. And we went to the convention. He didn't get the nomination. Dukakis did. So what do we have with Jared? We have somebody who's tone deaf. He's still upset that they're protesting, missing the point that protest is an access to the government by the fact of the protest, that we want things to change. The House proposed a bill that's sitting in the Senate that they won't act upon. They won't propose amendments. They won't do anything about it. So why do the protests continue? Because the response by the government, even some sort of compromise, doesn't exist. And that's the problem with this administration. Lip service, we all care about you, we're doing great things for you, when in fact they're not doing anything at all, and they're biased against the very people they claim to be helping. A second thing that struck me today is that, I don't know if you remember Judge Sullivan. Judge Sullivan is the judge who is still handling the Flynn case. I think he may be waiting to see who the president is, and hoping it's Biden. But he told the Postal Service in no uncertain terms that they were to get on it, to have no delays, and he wanted daily reports of it. So what he's doing is he's striking out to help the Postal Service do its job right, because it so affects this election. We are in the final days of the battle, and what I see is a gentle rolling increase in percentages and confidence in Biden. And in battleground states this is happening, which is critical because that's what they claim was overlooked in Hillary's case. I was a Hillary supporter. I was a delegate for her. And Hillary lost because of interference by the Russians. And also, for years they were attacking her, running her down. And then finally Comey, who cleared her 24 hours before the election. And I was on CNN the day he did that. And I said he should resign so that the world would know what he had done wrong. Anyhow, you've voted, so I won't even ask you. Get a friend to vote. Spend a few more dollars if you can, because there'll probably be a battle if we don't swamp these guys next Tuesday or in the week after that while they're counting. All the best. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.